It's crazy how for a whole year, about a year and a half, I was trying to save $1,000, but I just couldn't. And I started researching things about manifestation and belief systems, and I realized that I had so many belief systems around money, so many belief systems around fear and scarcity and anxiety. And I started to bring more awareness to how my relationship to money was. And I started to notice that when I spent money, my system would tense up. And so I would start to pinpoint all these things around my belief systems around money. If I checked my bank account, I'd freeze up, I'd get anxious. If I paid a bill, I'd feel really anxious, and I feel like all my money was being drained out of my account. And I started to realize that all of my money beliefs were around fear and scarcity. And it's interesting, when I started working with my nervous system, that's because your nervous system is your body. When there was a feeling in my body that would tense up, and there was fear, anxiety, or anything that's like a quote unquote a negative emotion, that's my nervous system, that's my belief system that's stuck in my nervous system. So what I would do, and there's techniques to this, is to release that belief system somatically through my body, and to create a new story in my nervous system, in my brain, in my being, so that I'm not acting out of fear or acting out of anxiety. And I started to notice the more at peace I came with spending, with making money, with allowing money to leave my bank account, I manifested a new job, and it allowed me to bring about over $1,000 more guaranteed money each month. And literally, when I started doing this at the beginning of the year 2026, not even in February yet, I have around $1,500 in my savings account, which is a huge win. I've struggled with money my whole life, and I'm still kind of struggling with it, and I'm learning how to deprogram my nervous system. I've been in lack and scarcity my whole life, and it's interesting because we learn everything about money from our environment, from our parents, from the people that raise us. When we're young, up until the age of 7, 0 through 7 is the most prime ages that we're absorbing the world. So if our parents were always in fear around money, you're absorbing that belief system, you're absorbing that frequency. So I'm starting to realize that, wow, I have a lot to deprogram, because my family was consistently struggling when I was younger, and I took on those belief systems around money. And as I deprogram those belief systems, I'm allowing myself to make more money. More business ideas are coming through. More being able to make the same amount of money, but with less stress is coming through. I have more peace around money. And it's very important in this work, right? You can have all the ideas and the tools to try to make money, the organization and the steps to try to make money, but if you don't work on your belief systems, if you don't work on your nervous system regulation around money, no matter how much you try, your nervous system will always sabotage you in making that extra money.